Hey y'all, it's your girl Alfia. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You don't want to miss any of my updates when it comes to movies, when it comes to clothes, to reviews, to anything. And I am your up and coming content creator. Please follow me at Your Daddy House on TikTok and also Cookie at Your Daddy House on Instagram. Thank you guys so much. So let's get into some movies. So recently I just watched Her Stolen Past, Secrets of a University, and Water for Elephants. Now, I own a copy of Water for Elephants, and I did watch it. I didn't really watch Water for Elephants, the whole thing. When I was in high school, I had started watching it. I was a big fan of Robert Pattinson, still am, but I never got around to finishing the movie. But somebody bought me the movie, and I never did watch it. But so last night I cracked down and I watched it. It's also streaming on Roku TV for free with ads. So let's get into the first movie, Her Stolen Past. Now, you know I'm going to do spoilers. And if you haven't already, please watch the movie. It has come on, and it's also on the Lifetime Movie Club app. The Lifetime Movie Club app is $4.99 a month. And I checked it out the other night. When Sonia Daniel finds a kidnapped baby's birth certificate hidden in her late mother's home, she hires Detective Brandon Hayes to help her get to the truth. So we have Sonia. Sonia's mother just recently died, was murdered. And Sonia is trying to figure out what happened to her mom. And she's cleaning out some things because at first, she thinks it's like a robbery or whatever. Her mom adopted Sonia. So that is the secret question, because it does seem like her mom was shady, that her mom kidnapped her. But Sonia was actually kidnapped. But in the movie, it tells why Sonia was kidnapped. Her real birth mother had an affair with a man. And the man actually ended up dying before all of this went down. And that is actually Sonia's real dad. Her real dad that she thought that was her dad, when she found out that she was adopted, the guy that her mom is married to is not her real father. So it does tell in the movie what happened. Okay, so Sonia's birth mother had an affair, and she was going to leave her real father. So her father, the guy that Sonia's mother is married to. I know it's confusing, so let me break it down. So Sonia is a young girl, and her mother dies, the one that raised her, that adopted her. So Sonia's birth mother and her birth father that I thought was her birth father is not her birth father. Sonia's mother had an affair with the guy that worked for the company, because Sonia's mother has money. I think it was an inheritance from her dad or whatever, Sonia's grandfather. So Sonia's mother was never the same after her daughter was kidnapped from church. And it was kind of weird that, if this is a true story, this is kind of weird. How was a child stolen from church at the little nursery? And the guy that Sonia's mother is married to had it arranged where she set up and she gets kidnapped because he finds out about his wife having an affair and she was going to leave him. And of course, Sonia's mother has money, so he doesn't want to live without the money, and he doesn't want to live without the company. So he also had, Sonia's mother committed after the whole thing about when Sonia got kidnapped. And he arranged the whole thing about, her getting kidnapped. And I was like, at first, because when I found out, I was like, now why would you have your daughter kidnapped or whatever? And then it comes to figure out the mom had an affair. So Sonia is a product of an affair, and her mother was going to leave her father, and her daddy didn't want that, so he had him killed, and he had Sonia kidnapped. And then Sonia's adopted mother found out that Sonia was actually an adoptive child. She was a kidnapped child, and they killed her so she wouldn't go to the police, because she said she was going to end up going to the police, but it doesn't show that. But we do later on in the movie find out. And Sonia's brother that is adopted, because Sonia does have a brother that her parents end up adopting later on after Sonia gets kidnapped when she's a baby. Her brother is he's very protective, because they have had people come trying to pretend like they were Sonia so they can get money. And it's really, really sad that that Sonya's birth mother had to go through all this, and because they knew it was money involved, and Sonya didn't want no money. And I like at the end that they had a relationship, that they went to her adopted mother's grave, and she put some flowers there, and in the end, her and her a real mother joined hands and they walked away. When I say this movie was really good, it was highly recommended. I have been seeing it, like, been posting it in my Lifetime group on Facebook. Mine is currently the biggest one on Facebook. It's a Lifetime movie fan page. It has Williams AJ as owner, and it's pink. If you haven't already, please join the group on Facebook. Also, so Secrets at the University is actually, it gave me a little bit of Scandal vibes. Because how do I describe it? So, Secrets of the University, the head of the admissions at Wilder University finds herself at odds with the senator's powerful family after she discovers his son plagiarized his entire school application. So, we have a lot going on in this movie. And it was just some of the stuff that was going on. I was like, really? This is what's going on? Let's get into this breakdown of Secrets of the University. So we got Eliza. She is basically the dean, the head of the university. She got a job, and she basically puts kids through to their applications, and they check out the applications. So it really looked like that the guy that she's messing with, it looks like she helped his son get a position as a position on campus because she's sleeping with his father. Now, when I first watched the movie, it was kind of confusing because at first I thought the man was, him and his wife were separated, or he was just somebody single. But actually, Liz was sleeping with a married man. And he was not only just sleeping with her, he was sleeping with other people. And his wife, Cora, she was around and she knew about them. And she's like, you're not the only one. And he tried to give her a weak excuse because he gave her some earrings, saying that, he gave her a pathetic story. And she was like, when her and Cora had a moment together and they was talking, she said, you really think those are the real earrings? I'm the one that had the real earrings. Those are replicas. Like all the side piece gets jewelry from such and such, she said. And the movie was it gave me kind of Scandal vibes, but it was like, okay, a 5 out of 10. Because Cora, her husband, when he, even in the end, just like some of the stuff that she went through, it was just giving me, it was giving me Scandal. It really was. And I was just stuck on, he was a senator, he was cheating on his wife, and Liz was, the only thing is she was very powerful because she worked at a school and she was putting applications through for kids, to get a spot in the programs they had. And she had a friend or whatever. Her friend knew she was sleeping with him, and then her coworkers found out she was sleeping with the senator. She went to the senator's house when his wife was not home, and then the son had came home with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend she actually was competing in the spot with her boyfriend. We find out later in the movie that, she was competing for the spot to, win at the university, and she actually didn't get it, and she had the better qualifications. And then Eliza found out that the senator's son, her boyfriend's son, had plagiarized the paper that he wrote, because they both wrote papers. And her senator's boyfriend's girlfriend actually was a true admirer of Eliza, and she actually ended up killing her boyfriend. And it was the movie was just crazy. I would give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, it was worth a watch, but it wasn't something but it was just crazy. But it gave me some Scandal vibes, because even when they end up killing the senator, the girlfriend, she got her spot as she wanted, and Eliza went on about her life, and she gave her friend her position, and Cora was following her because she was trying to figure out where her husband went to, and her husband was dead and gone. And it's just like, wow, because they ended up killing him because he tried to kill his son's girlfriend, because his girlfriend did try to set up Cora. She knocked her out or whatever. And then Eliza, even after what happened between her and Cora, because her and Cora was going neck and neck, but she was sleeping with the woman's husband. It's just like, okay, you sleeping with him just like Olivia Pope was sleeping with Fitz, and she knew he was married. But I love Scandal, I do. But I'm just saying, it's just like, it really gave me a Scandal vibe, but Olivia Pope as the head of admissions. It was just a lot, y'all. But it was a good movie, but it was just a 5 out of 10. It was just crazy. It's just mind blowing. It's just some parts on there, like even when they was cleaning up the mess from after they killed the senator, her and the girl had like a moment where she's like, don't pat, she's like, blotch it or whatever. I'm just like, oh my God, what the hell? Like you done killed some people, about this. And she was like, I wanted my spot, I wanted my I'm just like, this girl crazy. But I mean, they stuck it out to the end, and she was like, I don't know if I can go with this. She's like, yes, you can. Go through with this or whatever. Man, it was crazy. Lifetime is for like the crazy movies, and Hallmark is for the lovey-dovey stuff. But I love my Lifetime. I love my Hallmark. Because of course I have a Hallmark group too. And let's see what else. Water for Elephants. Now I'm gonna watch that again because I really like that movie. I really did love that movie. So Water for Elephants, let me give y'all the description of Water for Elephants. It was really, really sad, but it was really a good movie. Jacob, a veterinary student, is close to graduating when a terrible tragedy forced him to leave school. With nowhere else to go, he hops on a passing train and finds it belongs to a traveling circus. Jacob takes a job as an animal caretaker and meets Marlena, who was played by Reese Witherspoon, a beautiful circus performer. They share compassion for a special elephant named Rosie, leads to love, but August, Christopher Wallace, Marlena's cruel husband, stands in their way. So, of course, this is like any other love story, that it ends really good. In the beginning of the movie, we see an older man, and he's at the circus. And then, it's actually the end, and they're packing up. If you haven't been to a circus, I suggest you go. I went to when I was really, really young, but I'm more of a fair girl. I love the fair and Six Flags. So Marlena owns a circus, and that's, of course, it's a traveling circus. And Jacob is a young college student. He was close to the end of graduating, but his parents sadly died, and Jacob finds out that his dad was in debt. And he went in debt 4 years ago when he signed his house over and his business over, because Jacob was going to school, and Jacob wanted to be, I guess, like his father, a veterinarian. So when his parents get killed in a tragic accident, Jacob's life is just thrown into shambles. And Jacob packs up everything because they lose everything, and he doesn't have nowhere to stay. So he packs up his suitcase and he leaves. When he leaves the house, there's nothing in there. There's no furniture, nothing. It's like they came and took everything, like swiper, no swiping. And Jacob gets on the road, and he walks, and he sees a train, and he decides to jump on it. And of course, there are some people on there, and they was trying to get him. And they was like, he's not one of those bums. The guy's like, he's not one of the bums, which is one of the guys that he became close to. And he actually helps him. He gets him a job, and it's just an amazing movie, and I really did like it. I mean, I love how him and Marlena fell for each other, even though Marlena was married to August, and August was very cruel to her because Marlena was very talented, and she grew up in foster care. And how she met August is like he was like her savior or whatever, and she was one of the main attractions when it came to the biggest performance, because what had happened was Jacob actually killed one of the animals that was actually suffering. And August, Marlena's husband, actually ends up buying a elephant, and he wants Jacob to train him. And August actually does attack the elephant. I'm just like, why would you attack the elephant? I like that the elephant got him in the end, because he really did go ham on the elephant. After, they had like this little circus act, and the elephant actually did cut up. And the only reason why he did that is because he remembered when August had hit him with the little stick, I think it's called an obedience. I'm going to call it an obedience stick. It has a name. But when he kept hitting him and he hurt the elephant really did like Jacob and Marlena. But he didn't like August. And when August kept hitting him in a crowd of people, he actually went ballistic and he ran off. And he almost hurt Marlena, his wife. So he got mad, and Jacob tried to, protect Rosie, the elephant, she was a sweetheart. But he went in there, he beat her bloody. Poor elephant. She was so sweet. And when August found out that Marlena and Jacob had something going on, like it just happened, because you could tell that when he first met Marlena, because how Jacob and Marlena met each other was, she was training the horse, so he went in the room or whatever, and with the tent, and he went to talk to her. And usually you're not supposed to talk to Marlena because of who she is. She's the boss's daughter. I'm not boss's wife, and she is off limits. You're not even supposed to have a conversation with her. But Jacob was intrigued by her, and she was a beautiful woman, and who could blame him? So him and Marlena end up, becoming really good friends. And then one night they went out to the like a little club, like a little jazzy thing or whatever, and it was raided, and Marlena and Jacob kissed each other. And I guess the next day August and had basically congratulated Jacob for something, and he noticed that Marlena and Jacob had feelings for each other. And it was just like, oh wow, like they need to be together, because August didn't really appreciate Marlena. And in the end, August gets killed by the elephant because he's trying to kill Marlena, because two of the guys that were Kenko, and it was another guy that was close. I think it was Blackie. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. It was another guy that was really close to Jacob, and that's the one that saved his life when he first jumped on the train. And they end up jumping from the train, and they actually both died. And because Jacob and Marlena actually jumped from the train so they could actually be together, and they went to a hotel or whatever. And the two guys that helped Jacob in the beginning, because one of Kenko was actually Jacob's roommate on the train. And they at first they kind of didn't get along, but they ended up getting along. But the movie was so sweet. I loved it. It was 10 out of 10. I love it. And I know there's also a book for it, so I want to check out the book too. But Water for Elephants was such a beautiful romance / drama, and if you have not seen it, the movie came out in 2011. It's a good movie. I love a good love story. But definitely, and I'm so glad that you guys tuned in today. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe, like I said. And also, you don't miss none of my updates when it comes to movies, to shows, to any reviews I'm doing. And I appreciate you guys so much. I got a big surprise coming for you guys soon, very soon. So you guys have a wonderful day. All right. Thank you.